I just wanted to do an introduction for the second episode. You're going to see wasn't as successful here in early May. We had some pretty inclement weather come across western New York where we actually saw a snowstorm. In the first week, the 9th and 10th of May, we had significant snowfall down in the southern tier, and we got about 4 inches where my property is. So we got hit pretty hard, and the turkeys just kind of shut off as far as the toms gobbling go. Had a couple of days where I heard some gobbles, but yeah, it was pretty rough hunting. But in this episode here, you're gonna see we have a special guest star join us, Jeremy Appell. He came down and hunted with me on May 16th. We didn't have much luck, but he got involved with Moose Piss Outdoors, and I actually wanted to explain to people why we decided to call this series of my hunting adventures Moose Piss Outdoors. It's because of this right here, Molson Canadian, and not necessarily because we get hammered off of it, but I don't know how many times over the years we've sat around and drank a couple of these and just shared some stories about, our hunting successes and failures, and it's I don't know, it's just been, like, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, oh, this guy's just a drunk. Well, maybe they're right, but I don't know, just through the years I've really enjoyed having a drink and having a Canadian, and we call it Moose Piss, and and just sharing some stories. So it's kind of how we got our name here, and I hope you guys enjoy some of the footage we got for this second hunt, and thank you for watching. Also wanted to give a quick shout out to the hunting public. They're really watching their series. I found it on Amazon and started watching them on YouTube. They really were the ones that got me into wanting to get serious about filming hunts and editing and all that. And trust me, I'm learning. I've got a long ways to go, and I think I'm really recording these next couple of videos just to show where I've came from, and hopefully I'll get to a better place in the future. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy some of the footage we got for the next couple hunts.
single day and haven't heard a gobble, so I tried something new and moved around 7:45 and came up the top of the hill, sitting on the high ridge, and haven't heard a peep, haven't heard a gobble. I shouldn't say I haven't heard a peep, because them hens keep cackling back at me every single time I hit the call. See if they'll answer me right now.
So I wanted to add a segue here. I spent some time up in that blind and called and got frustrated. Didn't hear anything but hens. I kept hearing hens down in the field that I started the day out in. And I said to heck with it. I was going to pack up and call it a day, but I left the blind and I walked probably, 80 yards back toward where I was positioned earlier in the day, and I decided to just give a call, and sure enough, I struck up a gobbler. He responded immediately to my call, so I decided to run and gun him and started down the hill towards them. Probably only moved about, probably about 200 yards down the hill towards them, and they're just hammering. Unfortunately, you're not going to hear the gobbles. You might be able to if you turn your volume way up. The only camera that I was able to get out and get on them was the high-end camera that's on my gun. And it's not, the audio is even worse than my camera, which is bad. Bought a camera that doesn't have a mic jack for an external mic, so next year I'll be buying another camera. So you can hear the gobbles. It really hurts you during turkey season, but yeah, I really had them hammering all around me, and you'll see what happens. It doesn't turn out well. I'll give that away, but I really had a turkey real close. I just wish I would have been able to get some footage of it for you guys. But yeah, there's some gobbling in here, and we definitely could have cracked at a Jake if I wanted to, but really had them going. So that's where I stopped filming. But turns out one of those birds was a tom. The one that was standing up highest on that ridge had a beard. Got the camera or got the binoculars up, and I was looking at them. The other two were hens, and they didn't answer a call. They weren't interested. They were just kind of feeding. They fed across that pasture and just kind of walked away. That was the end of the hunt for me for that weekend. Ended up going home and coming back the following weekend, and it turned out to be a winter wonderland, as you'll see.
How much Tito's did you have last night?
Too much.
Great.
Fucking A, Ricky.
We gotta get one of these bastards going.
Who's piss outdoors?
We're out here trying to run and gun some turkeys. How's that Tito's treating you now?
Fucking more.
Right down in there. Last Sundays where I had them calling, or I was calling them, they were gobbling. And that two toms strutting right down by that tree, so we're gonna set up right up above here. Try calling for a little bit. Hey, we're here from Moose Piss Outdoors, Mr. Salamander. Would you like a Molson Canadian?